Good morning, and welcome to World in 5, your trusted source for comprehensive coverage of today's most pressing events.
Nationwide clashes have erupted in Bangladesh involving police and university students, leading to the deaths of at least 150 people. Witnesses have shared their experiences with the BBC, describing the chaos and violence. One student recounted how a peaceful rally in Dhaka was disrupted by police aggression. We have Shelby reporting on this.
A student leader, now hospitalized, revealed he was blindfolded and tortured by individuals who claimed to be police officers. An emergency department doctor described the overwhelming influx of young patients with gunshot wounds during the height of the clashes. Security forces face accusations of using excessive force, while the government attributes the unrest to political opponents, following the imposition and subsequent revocation of quotas on government jobs by the Supreme Court. An internet blackout since Thursday and a curfew enforced by thousands of soldiers have severely restricted information flow in the country. Back to you, John.
Thanks for that update.
Donald Trump, once shunned by much of the business world during his presidency, is now garnering support from tech leaders as he plans his return to the White House. Elon Musk, the world's richest person, recently endorsed Trump and has become involved in fundraising efforts, joining a growing list of tech industry figures who are backing the former president. We have Anthony reporting on this.
Notable supporters include venture capitalists and tech leaders like former Democratic donor Alison Hoying, investors Mark Andreessen and Ben Horowitz, and the Winklevoss twins, known for their involvement in cryptocurrency. This shift marks a stark contrast to a few years ago, when many companies distanced themselves from Trump following the 2021 U.S. Capitol riot. The change is particularly notable in Silicon Valley, where supporting Republican causes, such as a ban on gay marriage, once led to significant professional repercussions. At a recent cryptocurrency event at the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Nicholas Longo, a 27-year-old from wealth management firm Fortuna Investors, reflected on the change in attitudes. He noted that in 2020, openly supporting Trump was inadvisable due to the associated stigma, but now the landscape has significantly shifted. Back to you, Bella.
Thanks for that update.
U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris has launched her White House campaign with a forceful attack on Donald Trump, framing the upcoming November election as a choice between a former prosecutor and a convicted felon. Addressing around 3,000 people in the key battleground state of Wisconsin, Harris compared her Republican rival to fraudsters she had prosecuted in her career. We have Jensen reporting on this.
Trump, in response, criticized her record on border issues and took to social media, calling her lying Kamala Harris and accusing her of ruining everything she handles. This confrontation follows Harris securing the majority support from Democratic delegates, positioning her as the party's nominee. President Joe Biden announced his withdrawal from the race and endorsed Harris, following intense pressure from leading Democrats and donors after a poor debate performance against Trump in late June. The Harris campaign subsequently raised over $100 million within 36 hours of Biden's exit. Boosting her campaign further, a new national poll from Reuters and Ipsos shows Harris leading Trump by 2 points, 44% to 42%. Back to you, John.
Thanks for that update.
China's economic slowdown and Beijing's crackdown on displays of wealth are impacting some of the world's leading luxury brands. LVMH reported a 14% decline in sales in Asia, excluding Japan, for the 3 months ending in June, worsening from a 6% drop in the first quarter. The Paris-based luxury conglomerate is not alone, as many competitors are also experiencing reduced sales in the world's second-largest economy. We have Alana reporting on this.
This downturn is attributed to Chinese consumers cutting back on expensive purchases and government censors shutting down social media accounts of influencers flaunting luxury goods. LVMH, the world's largest luxury group, also reported a slowdown in overall revenue growth to 1% for the period. Despite these challenges, Chairman and Chief Executive Bernard Arnault remained cautiously optimistic. The results for the first half of the year reflect LVMH's remarkable resilience in a climate of economic and geopolitical uncertainty, he told investors. While remaining vigilant in the current context, the group approaches the second half of the year with confidence. Shares in LVMH, which owns 75 high-end brands including Louis Vuitton, Dyer, and Tiffany & Co., have dropped by nearly 20% over the past year. The slowdown in luxury goods sales in China is affecting other big names as well. British fashion label Burberry reported a more than 20% decline in sales in mainland China compared to the previous year. Back to you, Bella.
Thanks for that update.
Thanks for tuning in to World in 5 for your daily dose of news and updates. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on breaking stories and insightful analysis.